Hi guys, Binary Options Trading still here. Today we're gonna play with some easy strategy actually with the well-known indicators, but sometimes it's well-known, but when you are changing the periods, when you are combining them, you can find something interesting in that. So let's see how it's gonna be for us today. So let's start for today. It's not gonna be the hard strategy as I told you before. It's gonna be the simple one with only two indicators. Only three indicators. The first is gonna be the Keltner channel, and here we do not pay attention a lot on it, but just to be sure that we are not losing something, we are not misguided by some indicators. When it's two little indicators, sometimes you can pay attention only to one of them and it just destroy you. And I am choosing everything to be more visible with the colors and with the thickness. And what do we have here? The moving average, the Keltner channel, and the stochastic oscillator. It's done. So the key indicator, not a key, but one of the important indicator here of this strategy is this blue line of the moving average, and it's actually guaranteeing us that the chart are not gonna go drastically down and not gonna fall. And here what we are having, the stochastic oscillator, you remember about that the green line here is above the orange line, and this blue line is actually showing that we are a little bit going up, but we just saw that the chart is actually at this resistance line, and this stochastic oscillator are trying to cross, and now we are seeing it is crossing. So when it's crossing, we are expecting the changing of the movement, and together with the resistance line, the crossing, we are making our bet for a downward movement. And let's wait. So we were just correct. Here we actually predicted that the movement are gonna be different, that the direction are gonna change, and we were correct, and now we are seeing our first profit here. Yeah. And here again, there was the peak, of this chart, and we were just noticing the crossing of the chart. So it is just changing the direction. You know that it's probably not going to be, that much below this blue line. But here for our tiny period, we are expecting that it's going to be a downward movement, and we're making our bet. So just check it out. We were correct, and we made it at the right timing, at the right point. We made our bets, and the chart is perfectly below this level, and pay attention to that green line. The chart never crossed at that point this blue line. So actually what I want to tell you more about this moving average with this period, with this EMA, it actually works better for the longer bets, for the periods, not like 1 minute like I trade, but for 5 minutes or even longer. And it's perfectly working. Here we are expecting the chart are gonna be upper than that level. Now with this orange candles, it looked like crazy, but again we are expecting here that the stochastic oscillator lines are gonna cross, and playing on that, and here's the huge green candle already telling us we were correct. So it is as it is. I'll try maybe give you some more info about the Keltner channel here, but it's here just better showing us the whole movement of the chart. And you remember that with the Keltner channel, we pay attention to the three lines that it's actually making. This Keltner channel, and let's see how it's gonna be in the next bet. So, as I promised with the Keltner channel, I made my bet because it's perfectly for me here, and I'm perfectly seeing that we are going, for this tiny period, we're gonna go falling. And green line and the first orange line of the Keltner channel, that it's actually closer to the chart, are showing us that we're gonna fall. And with the stochastic oscillator, just a while ago, there were a crossing, and we may expect that there's not gonna be this the next crossing at the time that we made our bet. So for me, sometimes I if you notice that I'm making the bet and then I'm explaining, because I can lose the moment, I can lose the situation. So the last but not the least, with the stochastic oscillator, so I made my bets here. With the stochastic oscillator, the crossing was a while ago, so we see that the chart a while ago just started to go down. And with the Keltner channel, the whole movement looks like we were at the peak and we are moving down. And two of these indicators also, not only with this blue line, showing us we are pretty sure about what's going on in here. So 10 seconds left for us, and the chart as we estimated below the estimated level. And let's see, and I love it, especially in the last bets when I am having all the results that I am having. And here again and again, $7,000 with the strategy that it's just can be, 3 indicators, but you can choose some of them, but combine 2 of them and check how it works with you. We are finished for today, and if there's something unclear or I was less informative or I don't know, not informative at all, text me, give me any feedback in the comments or in the Telegram. I can give you more info about this strategy or about some situation that you have in your own trading experience. So text me, I'm glad to give you more information and to be helpful. So stay tuned and we're gonna get for some more.